Welcome back, one and all, to the what? Go ahead and say it, Lorenzo. You know where we are. One more time. I'm sorry. I had you muted. You're going to have to repeat that. I'm sorry. I took the wind out of your sails. That was on me. I had you queued up.
Set up for failure.
Had you on camera. I set you up for failure.
Oh, my God.
Just like the Trump administration.
Dumb.
Set up for failure. No chance of winning. Sleepy Joe messing everything up.
You bought all my seats off of TikTok for free, and nobody actually showed up.
Nope. Nobody.
Talking to myself.
Oh boy! I mean, we are back. I know it's like we're just like a deadbeat dad to you all, and I do apologize for that. We're just kind of like in and out of your mom's life when we need money, when we need that check, right, from the state, which I don't think they're going to be issuing anymore in the near future. I don't think that's going to be around much longer, but we will be. You can count on us showing up on your YouTube feed once a year. You think can we guarantee that?
We can at least guarantee that as a minimum, and I feel safe with that because then I'm not pressured to.
And that's the LNC promise, capital L, ampersand C. We stand on business. We will deliver that. And we just
on business.
Yes, thank you. And all we ask from you, I mean, each and every one of these episodes is what? I mean, subscribe, right? What does that cost you? A
Real
click,
easy shit,
right? Real easy shit. We know you're viewing. The two people who do tune in, we know you're here. Why haven't you clicked on that subscribe button? I'll go ahead and say this out of order. Leave a comment. Why not engage with us in the comment section? I might lie occasionally and say I don't actually read comments or criticism of our programs, but I do. It keeps me up at night knowing what you all think and wanting to have engaging conversations and discussions with you all. So please do that. Never mind that it helps our show and the algorithm and it gets it out further and more people will see it when you comment. Forget all that stuff. I just want to hear from you, genuinely. That's all it is. I'm concerned about you. Dad, again, exactly. Dad's checking in. I don't know how you're doing, if you're dating.
How old are you? 15?
Yeah.
Dad, I'm 8.
I just want to take you fishing in the comment section. And then leave a like. Leave a like. If you leave a dislike, I'll find you and I'll pull up to your house and then we'll just see where that goes.
Right up pluck your eyebrow hairs individually. Yeah. Yep. And make you watch. We're going to make you watch it.
Chills. In the mirror. Wow. That's really vivid.
Yeah, imagine that. Like someone's just plucking them out and then it's like it's going balder and balder and then you have one and they're like, and then you give them the choice. Should we leave the one or should we pluck it all out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what to do, folks. We don't have to tell you, but we do. And we always tell you. I am so excited to present. I don't even think I briefed Lorenzo yet. Lorenzo doesn't even know who this guy is. I mean, a little behind the scenes, a little BTS on the pod here. But I've known this guy, our guest this episode, and we do have a guest, as you've probably surmised from the thumbnail. We have a very special person joining us. I've known this guy for, I want to say, I don't know if it's been a full year yet, or maybe it has. It's coming up on a year because I think our first gig was the Cherry Blossom Festival last year. But we're in a band together called the Continental Jazz Congress. I'm pleased to bring on to the pod for the first time the drummer and band leader, Mr. Brennan Divett, y'all. What is going on, Brennan?
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for having me.
What's happening? Thank you for being here. I normally get a little clap going right on the intro.
Oh, you guys have sound effects too. That's awesome, man.
They're baked into Discord.
Or the studio audience or whatever.
Oh yeah, the real people that really clap just then. We do have a dedicated
one day.
We used to do this live, but believe it or not, it was so depressing that there was nobody watching, that we had nobody to clap. in the chat that we had to end that immediately. So there's a little bit of a gap in the feed where you have to switch over to the live tab to catch like the 20 live episodes we attempted. But
Dude, that's hilarious.
No, how are you doing, Brandon? We had our last rehearsal for our upcoming gig recently, and that's the last time I saw you. But how you been doing since then?
I'm good, man. I'm like fighting off a little bit of a cold. I've been down and out for a couple days since then, but I'm back on. I'm climbing out of that cold and ready to go on Saturday. I'm excited for the show, dude.
Yes, heck yeah. I mean, I am too. I just went and scoped out the restaurant finally, as far as where we're going to be set up. But
cool.
a little bit of a plug at the top here while we're on the topic. We just
plug it in.
We are doing an event at Fat Pete's Barbecue. Y'all are familiar with Cheers Comedy by now. We know that we do events there. And this time around, this weekend, this Saturday, February 22nd at, I think it's 8 p.m. I should know this because it's my show. But we're doing I know, that's like... I'm going to hold that L just for 1 second while I pull it up. We're doing a comedy event where the band is actually going to be playing behind some of the comedians, or all of the comedians. They're each going to do a regular set, and then they're going to join us and play a song that they've been practicing with us. So it's really exciting. I've never done a show like this before. I've never done a show with a musical element, period. But this is kind of more interesting than what I have been accustomed to, because it's kind of just split. It's comedy on one end and music on the other end, and they're not really combining. It's not like funny songs. It's serious songs and funny jokes. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm excited. Have you ever done anything like that before, Brennan? Any like comedy events, anything?
So I've done some comedy events, but not music and comedy. Like this is kind of a first for me too, man. So I'm really excited. I've been really stoked with the comedians we've rehearsed with. Like they're all super talented. So like musically, we already knew they were talented comedians, but super talented musically.
Yeah, no, it's a surprise, and like. I don't think you guys, for the longest time, you guys didn't know that I handpicked these people because I've seen them perform before. I've known that they have a musical affinity, or that they can play an instrument or sing. And yeah, seeing them actually come together and rehearse with us has just been like, that's what's inspired the most confidence in the idea for me, is just knowing like, oh yeah, these guys are put together. They know exactly what to do. They know what they're doing. And I know they're funny too, so I don't even have to see them tell their jokes, but to see them get with the group, figure out what to do, and really make it their own has been, it's been great. I think.
Yeah, it's been fun.
The band is going to be a big highlight of the event. Again, the Continental Jazz Congress. On screen here is the flyer for that, but they're going to be fixed in a spot all night long. Like I said, playing songs with each of the comedians one after another, and they'll be featured pretty heavily. We have Vince Harrison, the sax player, who invited me in on the band, so he's the whole reason why I even joined you guys. He put me onto it. And we have Mark Schmieder, our bass player. We rehearse out of his place. He's very generous with his space.
Yeah,
him and his tenants, very generous to us. And then Ed Havis.
I can't imagine.
No, yeah.
I can't imagine coming home to that, man. Like we sound good. I'm not saying we don't, but like living with that, man. They're all really good sports.
And we'll go late sometimes, so we'll be like playing at like full volume at like 9:30, 10 at night. Yeah. And these people, I imagine, have jobs and shit that they need to get to. But yeah,
9:30 is way too early. I don't go to sleep till like 3 a.m.
Okay, you think they're fine? And that, yeah, I mean, they haven't complained, so they must be. But I do feel bad.
it's like at least 5 of y'all practicing in the band, so they'd have to fight all of y'all along with whatever instruments y'all got, you know? So
right.
it's like
our instruments are blunt weapons.
They gotta pick their battles, you know?
Oh man, I was just gonna say, and then we have a keyboard player, Ed, who's awesome.
Oh, it's over.
He's
everyone knows what a keyboard could do. We all seen Tom and Jerry. It's over.
There we go. Yeah.
Keyboard's atrocious.
Oh boy.
No, man. Have you seen crash cymbals? Those things are like razor sharp on the edges, man.
Yeah, throw them like ninja stars.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. I think a keyboard. Dude, I've helped Ed lift his keyboard out of there. It's heavy, man.
Yeah, that's heavy? Like Cloud's sword from like Final Fantasy. It's like this big ass, ultra great sword from like Dark Souls or something. Yeah, it's not going to be easy to swing, but you could put somebody out with a nice.
It's going to do high damage, and the thing is, like, it's so heavy. You swing it, and like you don't even need the full swing. You just throw it back and throw it forward, and like it's going to do what it's got to do. You know, you're clearing some space.
Because what does he have? What type of keyboard is it? What type of piano? I think it's.
And I really wish I was better at knowing stuff like that. Maybe I'm not that observant, but yeah.
I think it's something like this. Yeah, very similar to this, and it's just gigantic for no reason. So yeah, you'd pick that up. We normally need 2 people to lift it, but if you can manage to, if you've been in the gym lately and you can 2-hand that bad boy, you might need a grip. You might need to get in the back cave or in Iron Man's garage and start outfitting it to be a weapon. But yeah.
Man, I haven't been to the gym in a minute, so I think all I'm lifting is drumsticks, man. So I have to load drums in and out of gigs, man. So I guess I'm not lying. Drums are heavy, and so that's my gym, man. And I rehearse in my basement, man. So every time I gotta go to a gig, it's up and down the stairs, dude.
No, I was gonna add, as far as lifting goes, I feel like you have the most on your plate as far as transport, because I mean everybody has a lot of equipment except for me. I mean, it's just really easy. It's a trumpet case and then maybe a microphone, but I mean you guys with the bass player, you have the electric bass, you need all the cabling. Normally you're bringing your own amp, so that's like that's maybe 2 trips to the car, for whatever event you're going to, and then that's pretty much the same for everyone else. Like in Ed's case with this keyboard, you got this giant ass case to lug around, and then you got to go back for whatever sound system you might need or power cables or whatever. And then for you, it's like how many pieces is it? 5 separate stands and dedicated pieces to your drum kit?
Yeah, man. So there's if I'm bringing the full drum set, it's like kick drum, which is huge, floor tom, rag tom, snare, so that's 4 drums. And then I used to carry around this ginormous hardware bag, and like Ed's keyboard case, it was like a 2-man job getting that thing out of the basement. And I thought every time I was loading it in or out of my basement, I thought my neighbors thought I was like H.H. Holmes, like a serial killer, because it looks like a body bag. Man.
But he's coming out of his house at weird times with this big bag. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I had my wife or somebody like grab the end of the here, help me get this thing in, and like we got this body bag looking thing. Now I've been traveling with some lightweight hardware, so it's a little better, but it's still no joke, man. It's a lot, and so I have I have various sizes of drum equipment that I travel with, and I travel with as little setup as possible.
Yeah.
Now that I've been doing it for like 25 years or whatever, I would travel with the bare minimum. Man, you see those dudes like Terry Bozzio or Neil Peart or whatever with like the huge drum sets, and you know that's when you've made it and you have a drum tech that sets it up for you, because like those guys aren't moving their own kits.
Yeah, man. This is ridiculous. What on earth am I looking at? That's like he's got gongs and shit.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts, man. He's probably got like 40 cymbals. Not
what
to mention
on earth?
20 some drums. Yeah, dude, I think that's cruel. Like, to do that to your drum tech, to make your poor drum tech.
How do you mic this? How do you even like remember how to set this up? Like every time, like there's gotta be. Know. That's its own. Like there's a whole class on just how to set this guy's drum kit up. There's an entire course dedicated.
Ludicrous. Yeah.
Like I have.
Oh yeah. So like.
Yeah.
If I go all the way back down to fundamentals, I've been traveling around mostly, and my wife called me on it the other day. She was like, dude, I haven't seen you load a real drum set to a gig in like over a year. Because I got this, it's like a 14-inch jazz floor tom that I've, I put an Onyx head on it and I converted it into a kick drum. And I got a little like 13-inch rack tom that I made into a floor tom. And I call this kit Lil Brudder because I carry it around so I don't have to carry the real thing, man. I make do with as little possible.
Is it like this?
Well,
is it anything like what I have on this?
I wish, dude. If it sounded good, I would pack that to a gig in a heartbeat. Man.
Yeah, just a little TRS cable and you're all set.
Yeah, dude, I play shows at some venues that have a house kit, and I've been there with drummers who are like, oh, the house kit sucks, man. I'm going to bring my own kit. I'm like, I don't care if I was playing on trash cans, man. If it meant I didn't have to load my own drums, I will play on any house kit. I don't care what. And to me, it's like, man, I don't know. I don't care. I've never been like a gearhead.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not a snob. You know, like I'm lucky that I have a trumpet, and that's what I mainly play now. But I used to play piano, and when I would have to go to like recitals and things, where you would need to bring your instrument, like if it wasn't like a big group event where they have a grand piano or something, it's like you need to bring your big ass Casio keyboard. I have it right under here. It's super heavy, and it's like. I would just kill to play on like some out of tune upright piano or whatever they have at this church or wherever we're going instead, and then just get it over with. And hopefully my playing ability would outweigh that the instrument is bad or that one of the keys sticks or something like that, right?
What's
man? Like you put
right.
Yeah. You'll notice that a lot of the gigs we play all the time are ones that have like backline drum set, like the Arlington County Fair backline drum set. I just show up with drumsticks.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Cherry Blossom Fest has a backline drum set. Those are like my favorite gigs. Because then I'm the one that packs light. I show up with like a stick bag and that's it, man.
Hell yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I really hate loading drums. And other times, it just comes with the territory.
Lorenzo, you don't have anything like that you have to worry about like lugging around, do you, in life? Because you're not a musician. You're not. I mean, for a while you had like a skincare product company, so you had you were using a KitchenAid mixer, a KitchenAid to make all that stuff.
Guy,
for real?
Yeah.
You were concocting like potions and stuff in your kitchen,
making like lotions and shit on the kitchen counter.
That's dope, man.
Oh, my shit. That's how I got most of the stuff that I have now. But I've slowed down on it a lot. But yeah, I was doing that. I was putting shit out. I was doing my thing. It was a good little era.
Cool.
But you never had to worry about like transport or logistics as far as moving shit. Other than moving homes, I guess everyone has to move.
Yeah, I've moved a lot actually, but aside from homes, like I'd like most of the time. I think I had 2 coolers actually. I think I sold both of them because I don't have them here. So I had 2 coolers, and I'd like keep all the stuff in coolers actually, and I'd move them back and forth because I used to sell them at the farmers market. But no, when I was a teenager, actually, I I was like an apprentice to this DJ, and I'd go on gigs with him, and I'd carry his speakers
whole sound system,
on some roadie shit. And then I was a scrawny kid, but I was still tall.
Was
and
it
shit,
one of those that all folded up into one big giant case, like a PV like PA system looking thing?
Big ass speakers, and then you got the fucking the stands and shit, and it'd be like at least 4 of them, depending on like.
So you know exactly what we're just, because that's what I was gonna try and equate this to is just sound equipment alone, like doing open mics and stuff where I have to bring my own speakers and mic stands and speaker stands and cables and everything. Again, like 2 or 3 trips back and forth from the car in DC, on the sidewalk and shit. It's like hopefully nobody robs me while carrying all this shit alone,
this story that I've been telling at work lately, and I don't know why, because I've been telling the story for at least the past 3 days. And I was I think I was like kind of newly 21, like 21 and a half, damn near. And I went to this rave in DC with a friend. Now, the little airplane balls, the little 99-cent shits. We were getting tore up off of them. Now, I wanted to bring a few in the place with us. Now, they was checking at the door, so I put it in my drawers, of course, because I knew they wasn't going, try to find. Yeah, they was going stay away from there. I tucked it right under. And what I should have did, I think I should have left it in there, but I put it in my pocket. And then I took a drink from this fucking guy. He gave me a drink. He gave this girl a drink. And I saw the bartender report. So I was like, okay, this is straight. So I drank it. And then it all went downhill from there. I don't remember half the fucking night. And
and what does this have to do with music equipment or like heavy objects? I'm wondering. This is a great, No, I'm just curious how we're gonna wrap this into the topic.
What I was gonna say is I had this pouch with cash and my license in it, and someone robbed me, and they took the cash in the pouch, but they took the license out the pouch and put it back in my pocket.
Wow! Yeah. How thoughtful! How sweet! I wish they did that for me when they took my shit and it had my wallet, and then I'm such an idiot that I had like my social security card in my wallet still, which you're not supposed to do, and I had like all my insurance information.
You just got robbed, man.
I mean, it was a while ago, but like I wish that they had the courtesy to be like, "Hey, man, this is your personal information. I'm gonna give this back to you." Stick it in like my car door, or they could have just put it in my car because they busted my windows in. Just they could have like come back later to the crime scene.
They didn't want someone else to take it, so they kept it themselves.
Right. Oh man, I think that's why I'm getting so. I feel like everyone's getting a lot of spam calls lately and spam texts, but I feel like I'm getting a lot more because somebody just like sold my information on the black market. I feel like I get like 10 spam like easy pass texts a day now.
Man.
Did you have to cancel like all your credit cards and debit cards?
Oh yeah, I had to do all that, all my bank cards and credit cards and shit. But that was whatever. But my big concern again was just like identity theft, because I'm like I have all my shit because I'm just the stupid idiot who had that on their person, like you're not even supposed to do. Like I know my stuff by heart. I didn't even technically need it, right? And like how often do you need?
Applying for a job? Why do you have your?
I know, like how many times do you need like 2 forms of identification, right? So like again, I'm just a complete idiot.
You never know, man.
I think I was just kind of like, I know where it is, and I'm not going to lose it if I have it. But then I didn't have it in
the house.
Yeah.
Because I know that's like one of the first things that they teach you at basic is your fucking social. They're like, remember this shit, and like I'm not gonna tell y'all where I keep my shit, but like it's in a very secure location that you'll never find,
Yeah. But can you say it for us just to prove that you remember it still, that you never forgot?
I keep it in Christian's car.
Yeah. No, I mean just like read the number out from memory. Like that'd be a cool test, I think.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Add it in. What else? Your high school or best friend in high school?
You were in the military too, dude? You went to basic?
Yeah. I did it all.
Right,
basic AIT.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wasn't, no, but I went to boot camp and then didn't make it through. So I know what he was talking about just then. I know like the very first steps of being brought in, and yeah, they sit you down and make sure you know certain things that you're not going to have access to, but that they need you to write down later when you're setting up your like Navy Federal bank account with them and shit like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they do quiz you on your personal information at the start.
I got my bank account like, I think it was a Friday. I was going to ship out Sunday, and it was a Friday afternoon. Man, my recruiter's setting shit up, and he's like, what's your bank account? I'm like, bank account? I don't have a bank. And I'm like 17 at the time. So what we had to do was I had to call my mom, and she had to meet us at a bank so we could get me a fucking bank account, but she had to sign off on it because I was still a minor. So we did that like last minute on a Friday before I shipped out the basic. Yeah, very.
Wow.
I didn't ask questions. I didn't know I ain't know shit about no fucking bank guy.
Right.
I don't know. When I worked, I got cash, so it's like I don't know, you know.
You were still stuffing cash under your mattress or what?
Like I'd tell you this guy, I think you're the one that robbed me in DC, right? Thanks for my license, by the way, but I wanted that pouch, and I'm very upset about the pouch, high key. Like you could have kept the cash, but I wanted the fucking pouch.
Oh man, Brandon, what was your trajectory? So you're in high school, and then what happens next?
Yeah, so I went from high school straight to the one university that's like 20 minutes from my house, called University of New Mexico. And my wife was smart, and in college or in high school she applied to like all these good schools. They had a deal at like my high school where if you went to the high school counselor, she would help you apply to UNM for free. You didn't even have to pay.
Oh wow, none of the fees,
pay, like, the application fee. So I applied to exactly one school, didn't pay a fee, nothing like that. So I went straight to UNM, and then that's where I ended up, man. And then and I went to University of North Texas for grad school, and then we came out here because my wife was gonna go to law school at Georgetown, and so that's how I ended up here, man.
That's what's
up.
Yeah,
and then yeah, man, and so I didn't even, I didn't apply to a single. Kids like are told to apply to like a reach school and like a, like 5 schools, like a really but
like do an art school, do a reach school, like a prestigious thing.
I've never heard this.
I was the kid that just went to the school that was like, and people would joke on that. They called it UNM, University Near Mom, because like, man, I still, even for like the first 2 years of college, I lived at my parents' house and just went to college.
Hold up.
But it was cool.
Where are you from?
They had New Mexico, man. That's where I'm from.
Check this out.
The city. I need cities.
Dude, have you ever seen Breaking Bad, man?
You were from Alamogordo? Or is it Albuquerque?
No, Albuquerque.
Yeah, that's what it is, Albuquerque. You're from Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Check this out.
Breaking Bad?
Lorenzo's been living in Maryland and Virginia for how many years now? And you've had New Mexico plates the entire time?
Yeah, I'm gonna have New Mexico plates till I die. Literally.
Off the record.
You lived in New Mexico too, Lorenzo?
I was in Cruces. I was in Las Cruces.
Oh wow.
What's the fucking school there, bruh? What's that shit called?
NMSU, New Mexico State.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yes. So
my brother went there. No, I still have on my car. I usually drive we have like 2 cars. I have like a RAV4, and then I still have like a 2004 Toyota Corolla, and it still has New Mexico plates on it. And every year I have to pay $100 penalty every year because it's registered in another state. But that's cheaper than bringing it up to pass inspections in Virginia. And one time I rolled it into like a, what do you call it, like a car shop, and I was like, hey, what would it take to bring this up to inspection? And he told me like, no, the tint's too dark, the check engine light's on, that and the other. I was like, no, I'll just keep paying the $100 penalty every year. So it's registered. Dude, it's still registered in New Mexico. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad to hear you.
This is interesting insight here. Is that why you haven't done the same? Is this why yours is in the same state?
I'm gonna tell you something though. I don't pay that penalty. I don't know what's up.
You don't?
Oh yeah.
Hold up. I ain't say nothing. Actually, yeah. I do.
You just don't know anything about any of this.
Yeah. I thought you said 150. I paid 100. Yeah, I definitely pay that shit.
You pay double. Yeah. You just on principle. You just send $200 a year to the government, just because with a nice thank you on the top of the letter. You know, thank you so much, government.
Yeah. What landed you out in Las Cruces, man? Military?
I was stationed at White Sands, yeah.
All right, man. Yeah. That's what's up. That's cool, man. I didn't go to NMSU, but my brother went to NMSU, and for a while I played in a band with my brother. So me and the bass player, we went to UNM up in Albuquerque, and my brother played guitar and sang, and he was down at NMSU in Las Cruces. They're like 3 hours apart. So he would drive up, we'd play shows in Albuquerque, then me and Cole, our bass player, would drive down. We'd play shows in Las Cruces. So we'd do these little mini tours up and down New Mexico. So I've actually spent a lot of time in Las Cruces, but
small world. I mean, what are the odds? Yeah, like
that's crazy, man.
Right? Because he said New Mexico.
Well, one time we went to a football game. They call it the Rio Grande rivalry between UNM and NMSU.
Oh, really?
And me and Cole, the bass player, we went because we went to UNM. We were wearing our Lobo stuff, and we went down. And my brother got us tickets in the NMSU student section. And I'm surprised we made it out alive, man, because UNM would score, and Cole and I would jump up, and we'd be like, we'd be all cheering for our team or whatever, and I swear we were about
ballsy.
To get jumped on the way out of there.
If that was me, I would just low profile, keep my head down.
Oh, man.
That'd have been the last time you got tickets from me. I'll tell you that shit.
And then I mean, Las Cruces was cool though, man. Did you ate green chili and all that stuff, man?
Bruh,
you into that?
My gosh, chili everywhere. The McDonald's got fucking chili. Everything got fucking chili. What's this one place?
Sushi. You get chili in your sushi, man.
Oh. Yes, everything has chili, bruh. It's not a joke.
I'm not even joking, man. Like green chili tempura in your sushi, man.
Yes, they have it on the signs, bruh. They have it on this, like, get chili on your shit. Like, this legit.
It's even on our license plates now. It says like the best chili in the world or something. Like,
have you ever been to the little chili festival in Hatch?
No, man, I haven't. Have
so
you?
Okay, for the record,
I've been,
let's back up just a second, because I'm thinking y'all are talking about like beans, like chili, like something. Y'all saw my face get all twisted up and shit. Like chili sushi and chili
no.
fried chili.
I see.
Yeah, like the pepper. No, that sounds good. I like that.
Chili, oh, dude, it's amazing, man. So you thought we were putting like beans on sushi?
That sounds like in the Canada ass.
No wonder.
I was confused. I was like, I guess I don't like to eat.
Yeah. I was like, no, this looks good. Like
chili peppers. Yeah.
I'm hungry now. That's awesome.
Green chili tempura sushi, man. That's what's up. No, yeah, you put it on absolutely everything, man. We drove out to Albuquerque last summer, and I brought back like cases of 505 green chili just to like last me, man. Because I don't know, man. Growing up out there, it's just like, man, you just got to put it on everything, man.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. So you drive back and forth there still?
I try not to. I was itching for a road trip. When we moved out here like 7 or 8 years ago, I drove back one time because I couldn't afford a plane ticket. Because like my wife was in law school and I was a teacher, and like so, like it was Christmas time, and we're like, oh, we want to go back and visit, and the plane tickets were insane, so we like drove back. Then since then we flew for like 7 years. We've only flown back, and we go back basically every year. But then last summer I was kind of itching for a road trip, so we did take a road trip out there again. But it's no joke, dude. It's like a 28-hour road trip.
No way.
No, bro. Trust me, I know. I was just about to say, I've made that drive, bro. I've driven all the way from New Mexico all the way here to Maryland. And it's funny enough because I moved here like 8 years ago. Like I left there and moved out here like 8 years ago.
Oh, funny.
That's just crazy. Yeah. It's a weird coincidence. Wow.
That is a weird coincidence, man.
We could have been like following each other.
Yeah, dude, because I came out here around the same time, man, like 2017, about 8 years ago or something. Wow. Christian, have you seen Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul?
I have, and I was going to be that guy and ask you about it. But let's mix it up real quick, and then we'll talk about Breaking Bad. Yeah. But I want to see,
you're good, dude.
You seem to have a high opinion of I guess Mexican food and Mexican cuisine. I wonder how this video might make you feel. This is captioned, right. Taco Bell won't drink their own water, and why?
Now drink it.
Why?
Drink it. It's just water, right?
It is.
Drink it then. Because it's poison. It's poison. Ma'am, drink this. It's just
Yeah, so off the bat, it's kind of a leading video, a leading caption. From the outset, you're thinking, okay, well, like, what are they up to in this Taco Bell? And then slowly but surely, you start to realize, I think, the consensus is that this is a crazy lady, that she has schizophrenia. And I think it might be schizophrenia brought on perhaps by methamphetamine, which is mass-produced in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Just full circle here.
I was wondering where that was going.
Full circle. Here we are now. No, I clicked on this because it said Taco Bell, but I'm glad we could relate it back. But I mean, this lady's clearly insane.
Why do I need to drink it?
To prove it's not poisoned.
You asked for water.
Drink it.
But you didn't ask me to video me either.
Why
I like this lady. That's if I'm in line behind what's going on and then it's my turn, I'm like, come back here. I'm like, give me a hug, dap me up, whatever we need to do. Like, you're doing the Lord's work. She's like, I didn't tell you could video me. Like, let's back up. I love that energy. I love those are the best people to work with too, because she goes back and then she's like doing all the TikTok dances and turning up. She's the one that gets to play music in the back, even though it's technically against like the rules that management set. But because she's so fun and because she's like the chill shift manager, like she gets to do whatever she wants. But then she comes up front and deals with schizophrenic people. I don't know how much there is to this.
Yeah. I think that lady is schizophrenic, but let me tell you, one time we were one time we went to Taco Bell, and I always drink Baja Blast because I'm like an addict, but my daughters all like they're, I don't know, they always order like a cup of water. And then one day my daughter left her cup of Taco Bell water in the car, came back like 1 or 2 days later, and it was just black. There was something growing on the sides of the cup. I'm not even playing, man. Some type of weird bacteria, man. And it's not like it was out in the hot sun forever and ever. It was just a few days, dude.
And we were like, this is water from the dispenser, from the soda fountain.
From the soda fountain, man. No joke, man. So presumably I had the same thing in my Baja Blast. It was just that plus syrup, but it was gross, dude. It was gross.
What were you saying, Lorenzo?
I saw something on TikTok about. Sorry, dude, Lorenzo. Go ahead, man.
No, you're fine. No, it's all good. I'm trying to pull this up.
Saying it might be from the ice, but that shit's nasty as fuck. Like they probably don't clean the nozzles either.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That I heard that sometimes they don't ever clean the hoses that go from the like syrup to the fountain.
That too. I was gonna say. So there's like with soda fountains and with maintenance and hygiene and everything. A big thing. Yeah. Like Lorenzo said, ice machines. You do have to clean an ice machine. Like if you just leave that thing running constantly, everything coming in and out of it. I mean, it's just collecting all the bacteria that's going in and out of it as people scoop, as people
that's awful.
Like traverse through it and around it, right? So like if you don't have somebody come in and turn it off, melt everything, and then actually rinse it out and clean it out, that stuff might not be visible to like the naked eye, but then once you put the ice in a drink, hand that over to somebody, like you said, like a couple days later, that stuff that thaws out that's been cooking in that ice machine will start to take effect. But black is a different thing. Dude,
it was gross, man. It was real nasty.
That's like black mold or something. Like that's
100%.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I've seen it before.
You see that in like people's bathrooms and shit. So like maybe like somebody went to the bathroom and then didn't wash their hands, was scooping ice or whatever, and then that was just in your drink. I'm so sorry. I don't think this I was gonna say a mean word, but I don't think this woman, this kind lady, has anything to worry about, or at least not yet.
No, I don't. Yeah.
I love this facial expression too.
It just reminded me of that. Yeah.
I love the way she's looking at her all types of weird.
It's your water. Why would we poison you?
That's a good reason. That's a good. Why wouldn't you drink it if it's just water?
I'm drinking it. So I throw it away. Give it to me.
Just drink it. Because it's poison and you know it.
She's like, I have more TikToks to film. Leave me alone. I need to go back over there and do my job. Oh boy, I love people. I love. Just today, I was talking to the owner of Aurora Market, where I do my open mic every week, and we do shows there too. And I was texting him about other stuff, and at the end of our conversation, he sent me a Ring video from today of somebody accosting one of his cashiers over something, and just like throwing the money at them at the end of the transaction, and then leaving in a huff and just like ripping up the displays and shit. So it's like what people like this have to deal with on a daily basis is
that's why they don't clean the fucking nozzles.
They're too busy dealing with babies, with toddlers all day long. It's like, well, I hope you do get poison. Actually, FDA requirements. Fuck all that. Y'all could just get botulism. I hope you get it. I hope you get monkeypox from this cup. I really do. So Breaking Bad.
See that one?
Or no, go ahead. Go ahead. No.
I was just gonna say, did you guys see that one video inside a DC Popeyes where they were like
all the rats in the world? I think we watched that on here. I can't remember. I know. Way. Yeah. Oh, it's that. And so I believe that there are so many rats in DC. We had so many conversations about rats and about DC rats in particular. Yeah. But that video is so haunting to know that Popeyes was there for how long, with just like not a colony, but like a nation of rats. Like I'm sure there was I'm sure with that many rats, there must have been like warring factions, like the whole melodrama playing out in the rafters and in the walls of this one place. Like it felt like I just played for the first time. I don't know if you guys have played this game, but my boyfriend, he showed me oh my gosh, I'm already gonna Dishonored. It's a Bethesda game, and the rats are an enemy in Dishonored, where they're just in these clusters on the ground, and if you walk near them, they call all the other rats, and it's like the Rat King. It's like what's the fable of the guy with the flute, like the Pied Piper, like the Pied Piper. You know, these rats just come out and rip your shit up and tear you limb from limb. And that was this Popeyes. People were just working, just like this lady back here, carrying carrying on like they can't hear stuff in the walls, I would at least think it's haunted or something, right? Or
sometimes you gotta get that paycheck, you know?
No, it's not. That's not worth it, because now my life's at risk. Because now, like, I guess they're only hiring ex-cons at this Popeyes if they know that it's like infested.
Yeah, as long as there's only one felon, can't have more than one felon at the same.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is it closed now? Is this Popeyes closed?
Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Rat infested Popeyes.
It's over by like Eastern Market, right? Is that where it was?
Here we go. Fox 5 DC has the scoop. Yeah, updated in 2021. I think it's pretty much case closed on this.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Viral TikTok. Yeah, let's see the video. Let's see what they say. Of course, there's an ad. I expect nothing less from Fox 5 DC, but we'll read a little bit while this gets ready. They said on that week that they've terminated the franchise agreement with the restaurant operator on Barracks Row on 8th Street Southeast. So it is in Southeast. That checks out. At least we know why it got so bad. And meanwhile, the man who posted the video says he's been suspended from his job. Well, yeah, that goes without saying. I think when you rat, no pun intended, on the situation on TikTok.
He's a hero, though, man. He whistleblowed on like this infested Popeyes, man. That dude.
Have we watched this,
know, man.
Lorenzo? Because I think I saw it around the time when we were big into rats on the show.
Oh my God.
And I think I like filed it away on our document, but I don't know if I've actually pulled this up.
Wait, what do you mean back when you were big into rats? You used to have like rat themed podcasts or what, man?
Well, you know how like we're doing now, we'll get on a tangent and like might be like 30 minutes an episode. We're just talking about like how crazy big the rats are in cities now. They're like different animals now. We're watching in real time the evolution of a species.
Rats are getting bigger to defend themselves.
Yeah, just their nuts alone. Have you seen like a rat's testicles like being dragged across the street as it's like hobbling itself? Like they are reproducing at an unprecedented rate.
Dude.
I'm fucking dying.
It was making me think of that. Is that the Nutcracker where they have to fight the Rat King and like all his rat minions? Right?
That sounds like it. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think the Nutcracker has to fight the Rat King and like the rat minions. That's like that DC Popeyes, man.
Let's check it out. Let's see here if they even play the video on the news report.
After a viral TikTok video exposed rats throughout the restaurant, Popeye says it terminated the franchise agreement.
Number one, the restaurant's already a mess, right? So it's like y'all are not doing the necessary upkeep to even run this place, I don't think. So that's one. But then two, what he records here is alarming.
The video says he was suspended from his job. Fox 5's Lindsay Watts is on Barracks Row in Southeast following up.
The Popeye sign has already been partially taken down here on 8th Street. That rat video got a whole lot of attention, but the reason health inspectors actually closed this place is even more concerning.
Y'all want to see something?
His TikTok video has been viewed by millions. In it, Ricardo Land says he delivers raw chicken to area Popeyes and takes us inside the location on Barracks Row.
Oh, that's cool. So I didn't know this much. So he wasn't even like working at the store. He wasn't a dedicated employee there. He was one of the vendors or one of the Popeyes hired contractor people who deliver chicken to the store. So he's just making his rounds, and he whistle blew because he just happened to notice, hey, every time I go to this Popeyes, there's a rat in the restaurant or in the back. Every time we turn the lights on, they're scattering and crawling up the walls. So like maybe it's time I record a nice video for everybody. So
that's why he lost his job though, because now no one wants him on their route because he's exposing people. Yeah. And like even if they got nothing to hide, they don't want him to see something and then expose them. So now he definitely has to choose an entirely new career because he wanted to put some shit on the internet. And people don't think about that. We're too internet friendly. We shouldn't be so friendly to the internet. Be a little mean to it, Be a little standoffish. Like he
probably had an argument with his boss or whatever about his route or about pay or something or his schedule, and was like, you know what? Just like at the beginning, y'all want to see something funny? I want to see something cool. I'm about to burn this bridge. Like they're gonna burn this God. Popeyes down. Here we go. Gloves off. Cameras on.
As the lights come on, the rats come out. Many walking by had seen it already, but not everyone.
Oh my God!
Oh, wow, that's what made me throw up.
Oh my God, that's terrible. That is totally terrible.
Did you say this was your favorite Popeye?
This was my favorite Popeye.
Land posted.
I would get blood work done. I think just make sure I don't have the plague or like the Black Death now.
I know, man. Dude, did a rat ever fall into the fryer? You're like,
it. Like eating a bucket of chicken, and you're like, this one looks. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's nasty, man.
We've seen that too. We've seen people like with chicken tenders or whatever, or fries, and then they're in the bag, and then they pull out like a baby rat or like a baby animal of some kind that like got in there and it was completely disregarded. I think there was like a KFC. It's like a KFC complaint about somebody who found a rat in their chicken. Yeah, that just
a rat.
That's the world we're living in now. I think these things are just, and like you said, it's Lorenzo's the internet age. So while it's not common, it's not happening at, I would hope, 98% of places. We're gonna see it eventually because of people broadcasting it and posting it and it going viral. We're gonna see the one instance that it happens, but I don't know. Just like planes falling out of the sky lately, it seems to be picking up. It seems like this rat problem is not going away anytime soon.
Dude, I already don't like flying on planes, man. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to do like a harsh shift or anything, but I just a plane landed upside down. Is that what happened? I only know like half of the story. Oh yeah, it like landed and flipped. It's like a Delta plane, but everyone walked away from it, man. So at least that had a happy ending, unlike what's been going on elsewhere. But,
unlike because there was the crash where the plane collided with a helicopter recently in DC, and that was local. So it fell into and everyone died from that. Yeah. So the video now, and where was this? Do you happen to know where
the video?
Let me get out of this.
Was it in Canada? I don't know. Let me double check. I kind of feel like it was Canada, but I could be.
I think if I just look up Delta flight landing, that'll do it. Here we go. Let's just see. NBC.
Oh yeah, Toronto.
Oh my gosh. I did see, I saw just, how it is on Reels or whatever. There's all these short clips, but I saw it. Yeah, it landed. And then you said it turned on its side and then it ended upside down. That is just horrific. This is how
I was on that plane.
Why? What?
$30,000?
I guess, but I'm sure all these people's backs are broken and fucked up. They're gonna have medical bills out of the ass.
But Delta's gonna pay for them, ain't they?
I would hope. $30,000 covers that. Look at this plane. This is how they got off the plane. It's perfectly. It did a 180. It's perfectly.
I'd be so pissed.
On its head.
I changed my mind. I'm happy I wasn't
on there. Look at this old,
first
overweight woman. She's never going to be the same after this. She's like this. This is the turning point in her life. You understand? Before she was barely hanging on by a thread, just high blood pressure. She's, getting physicals. She's on Ozempic. She's on Wegovy. And then her whole neck is fucked. It's a miracle she's even walking, right? $30,000 right now is not enough to bounce back. That's kind of like a spit in the face almost.
Look, all you gotta do is not pay the medical bills.
Yeah, and like you said, Brennan, you're already afraid of flying and shit. Imagine the trauma associated with that too.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna give these people a lifetime of free therapy or what, man. I don't think I'd get I don't think I'd get back on a plane after that, man.
Yeah, they're not getting back on a plane. And you know something though? Every time the plane lands, I already got to piss real bad. So I'd be pissed. I'd piss myself. I'd be pissed about that. I'd be upside down.
And that's the worst part about experiencing something traumatic is pissing your pants and everybody knowing that you did that.
Yeah, I'd be very upset. I wouldn't be happy. They'd have to give me more than $30K. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy at all.
Well,
I'd crash out.
Well, Travis Barker, the drummer for Blink-182, he survived a plane crash. And I think maybe he flies now, but for the longest time, if they were going to the UK, he'd be like, "All right, give me a few weeks. I'm gonna take a boat."
Yeah, he doesn't fly. He still doesn't fly. He just like you. He just does road trips everywhere. So all his gigs, they have to plan like a couple weeks in advance for all the stops and hotels he's gonna have to be at because he does not fly anymore.
Yeah, no, I mostly fly. I just take Ativan because I don't know, man. I'm an anxious person in general, but flying, it's not like I've never had a bad experience flying. It's just always made me nervous. So.
I just go to sleep, real easy.
Yeah, that's good, man.
So that way, if anything happens, I'm like not aware, you know.
If there's somebody on a
let's be this podcast that watches another podcast.
Hey,
but I just wanted to add though. I mean, like, I don't think we could ever stop flying because, like, how would we cope without stories like these of I don't know if you guys seen this clip, but like somebody farts on a plane and there's like an Indian guy.
I haven't seen it.
Whoever is farting, don't fart, please.
There's like an Indian guy in the back, like begging somebody to stop ripping ass wherever they are.
That's so trifling because like all the air is just recycled in the cabin. That's so fucking trifling.
It's just recycled air, right?
Yeah, it is. That's so trifling, bro. Oh my god. And you know the guy just doesn't care.
I'll trade thousands and thousands of lives for just like 1 6-second clip like that. That's authentic. I mean, all the people who get ripped off of planes too, kicking and screaming. Those videos are all great. Like people having meltdowns and freakouts and stuff. I mean, as long as you're not in the air opening the emergency door, as long as it's being handled on the ground, that's a video I want to see. You know. But.
If somebody try to open the emergency door, I'm kicking their ass, you know?
Yeah.
I'm getting up and I'm going over there because like that's way too much.
Fun videos like these, they come at a cost, I guess, at a higher and higher toll lately. And with all this gutting federal agencies and shit going on, I would hope that Elon and company are smart enough not to go for like air traffic controllers or anything like super duper essential, because it seems like they're already, pressed. It seems like they're already being pulled really thinly, and we can't have any more plane crashes. Like what's happening is really alarming.
No. They're happening like every day at this point, man. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to talk about breaking. We're already at an hour here. I don't want to keep you too late, Brennan. I know we both have lives and we both have to
that's all right.
early shit. But I mean, we're hanging out.
Talking a little bit of Breaking Bad, but
this is how it always goes. We're always like, we'll be quick, in and out, 40 minutes done, and then we go like 2 hours. So if you have a hard out, you just stop us. But know that I have you in mind for wrapping at any moment. But you were going to talk about Breaking Bad. Was that a big thing as the show was happening for you guys? Was that like
it's huge, yeah, man. So it's like I think it's a big part of New Mexico's economy now is like Breaking Bad.
There's tourism.
A Breaking Bad museum. Yeah, there's Breaking Bad tours where you can drive around in an RV. There's a Breaking Bad museum. I did a TikTok on it one time when I was back there. But yeah, dude, so it's based in Albuquerque and it's filmed in Albuquerque.
Wow.
And so, like, we would be like, one time my band was playing a show at the launch pad, and the alley was shut down, and they were filming a Breaking Bad scene right there behind the launch pad. And but like, yeah, you would bump into it, man. And then HHM was filmed at this Forest Service building right next to this building I was working in. And and get this, man. So on the pilot episode and on a number of other episodes, when Walter White is teaching high school chemistry, they filmed that scene at my high school, at Rio Rancho High School in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Yeah, dude. So I probably sat right in that room. And so yeah, it's a big part of, like, at this point, New Mexico's identity. I mean, but it's not a good look, you know, because it's not a good look because.
Yeah, but as long as people are having fun, you know, as long as people understand that it's a show and that it's fiction.
Yeah. Dude, but it's incredible, man. It's such a good show, and I think that Better Call Saul, which is the prequel that comes out.
That's what I saw first. I watched that first, believe it or not, and then
it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a better series than Breaking Bad, man.
Both
of them, I think, are phenomenal.
I was just looking for something to watch. I had already been watching AMC for, like, The Walking Dead, like everybody else without a brain, and then I was like, what's this other show with this guy I've never heard of? And that's how I discovered Bob Odenkirk and Bob and David and all that other shit retroactively. But then I watched Breaking Bad, like, as I think season 2 of Better Call Saul was ending and they were producing the next season. Then I was like, okay, maybe let's watch the source material. Let's watch the original show. And I binged the whole thing. It was great. I've probably seen it twice now.
It's not. And like a bunch of people I know were, like, on those shows. Like, my mother-in-law was an extra on one of the episodes of Better Call Saul. I'm not even joking, dude. Yeah,
that's so cool.
But it's like, dude, it's cool. It's such a cool show. But where was I even going with that, man? When people are like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, Albuquerque, and they're like, "Oh, like Breaking Bad." I'm like, "Yeah."
Literally, like, I'm from the show.
Yeah,
the show's about my life.
I'm a teacher too, so they're like, "Yeah."
Do you have an RV by chance? Do you have? Do you have a former student that you're close with and wants to cook?
No, I don't teach. I don't teach chemistry. That's where it breaks down.
Lorenzo's never seen Breaking Bad. He wants to confess he's never seen the show, and he has no idea.
Show, and I might have known it was filmed in Albuquerque, but I didn't care that much because, like, I've never seen either show. But I did know who Travis Barker was, but I didn't know he was in Blink-182.
He's not in Breaking Bad, for the record. I just want to make that clear.
He's not.
He looks like he should be, but he's not.
Right? Yeah.
So the dad from Malcolm in the Middle is the main character.
I like him.
His name is Walter White in the show, but his real name is, help me, Brennan, I had it a second ago. I'm just trying to, Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Bryan Cranston is the main character.
Walter White until he develops his new persona.
His drug manufacturer / dealer persona is Heisenberg. Yes, and so you'll see Heisenberg as kind of like the imagery of the show.
Is that like a fucking pun on, like, Eisenberg, but, like, high because he fucking makes drugs?
No, it's because it was like a scientist and he's a nerd. He's a science teacher and he wanted to make his name sound cool and mysterious. So, yeah, like this, like, you'll see imagery of the show and it's like this was his, like, insignia or call sign or whatever, because that's how he would dress when he's dealing drugs. But it's a great show. That's how a lot of people discovered oh my gosh, what's the guy, Gus Fring in the show, the chicken store operator? What's his name? He's in the new Captain America movie.
Yeah.
Let me just look up the damn show.
Something else too.
I just can't remember people's names right now. It's killing me. but
I never knew.
I'm so bad at typing. So I just typed breaking. Like, what's that gonna get?
He's Giancarlo Esposito is his name.
He popped off like from the show. He really blew up from Breaking Bad. But I mean, he's an outstanding actor. I mean, I'm sure you've seen him and shit. He's like a great villain. Very scary dude.
I just saw him in a show. What show was it?
Like I said, he's in Captain America.
The Gentleman. Have you seen The Gentleman?
That's great.
He's in that show, and
he's kind of the same. He's kind of playing like the Gus character.
Kind of like a crime boss.
Yeah. But it's great too, because he's more American than he is like Latino in The Gentleman. So it's it's a little different. But I mean, he's just great at doing that. He's great at being like the unassuming guy at first, and then just a cutthroat killer like villain guy. Are you ever
Lorenzo, gonna like in Breaking? Oh, sorry, dude.
No, go ahead.
Are you gonna?
No, yeah.
I don't want to. You're right, though. I don't want to spoil anything for Lorenzo.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Are you ever gonna watch the show? Because we'll just open it wide. I don't care about the audience. There is no audience for our podcast, so this is really up to you.
You want me to be real with you? You want me lie?
He's never gonna watch it. Brennan, what do you want to talk about? Let's get into it. Let's open it up, and then we'll get out of here.
This ties back to the chicken story. We were just talking about Popeyes. So Gus Fring owns Los Pollos Hermanos, which is like a chicken restaurant filmed at Twister's. I don't know if you remember Twister's from your days in New Mexico. But yeah, he owns this chicken restaurant, and he uses it as like a facade for, his illegal business.
You see him in there walking around but he's like the owner and manager. So you walk in there and he's like, "Hello, what would you like to order?" And he's always sweeping or doing something like just like a random family-owned store owner. But then meanwhile, he's conducting like multi-million-dollar deals and coordinating logistics and like trucks and shit for like hard drugs all the time, and it's fun to watch the way he like conducts himself. Like, so this was a real restaurant? I was gonna ask. Like this is just a real place.
The real restaurant is called Twister's. And they filmed it at a few different locations. But yeah, the real restaurant is called Twister's. It's like burgers and burritos and whatever.
That's awesome. I had no idea.
They transformed it. Yeah, they transformed it for the show.
You never seen one of these, Lorenzo? Never?
I've never been to one, actually.
Huh.
They, in your defense, dude, I'm not even sure they exist down in Las Cruces. They might just be in Albuquerque.
I think,
But, yeah, they're everywhere in Albuquerque, man. And if you go into a Twister's, there's always signs that say, "Yeah, filmed here." Like it's pretty iconic.
That say
it's like
what?
A spot on the. There's like they have like posters up in the restaurants that say, "Yes, Breaking Bad was filmed here." Like if you couldn't piece it together on your own, it's pretty easy to piece together on your own.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you like what the exterior looked like until I pulled up this picture. Yeah. So that would be cool to me as a tourist if I just walked in and was like, "Oh shit, this is like the spot. This is Los Pollos Hermanos." Yeah, I'm trying to think of an equivalent for you, Lorenzo, so that you don't feel left out, but I really can't because I don't know what you watch. Like, I just feel like you go home and you do your own thing, and then, like, what shows do you even like? Like, did you ever hop onto a trend and watch a show ever, like a person?
You know what I watch.
Okay, well, there's no anime place you can walk into, man. I'm trying to give me something to work with. They're not filming anime on location anywhere. That's never happened in the history of anything. So, like,
damn, I don't really go out my way to watch something else.
You don't watch live action. There's never been a show that you've been like.
I haven't seen a live action show in a minute. I feel like the last live action show that I went out my way to watch was like Gotham.
All right, we're done. That's enough.
It's a good show.
Brennan, as a real human being who's seen a show before, this is cool. I can assure you. People will love, the two people who watch this will have loved all this intel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I got more, man. I got more.
No, I mean,
I could even figure out what episodes my homies are in. I'd have to, because they're always like asking for extras when they're filming out in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
So a lot of people I know wound up in it.
That is so cool.
Extras, not any of the like main roles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The one thing I was gonna have 5% on my laptop.
No, you're
I don't
good.
have a charger.
It's already kind of I can feel it working overtime right now. It's kind of cutting in and out. So we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it up right now. But I just wanted to say thank you, Brennan, for joining us. I really appreciate it. Come see our show this weekend, this Saturday.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no, this is so sad. It's like your final moment. So I feel like we're witnessing. You'll see it during the recording. Like this is like,
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, like don't go, please. Like hang on, But it's Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good. That's exactly what's happening right now. Like you'll see it. But normally Lorenzo gives advice at the end of the show about anything we might or might not have talked about. So if you are with us till the end of that, congrats, but no harm, no foul if it does cut out. But Lorenzo, without further ado, please take it away.
Here's my advice for the good people. First off, me personally, I try not to eat out. So like definitely don't go to a fucking Popeyes. First off, if there's rats in your fucking Popeyes,
remember Brennan is dying. Brennan's on his deathbed. The heart monitors it's ticking.
Brennan, when's the last time you ate at Popeyes? Because I can assure you that's like half your problems.
We gotta get out of here. We can't even hear him.
Popeyes? What am I at Popeyes?
You see what it's doing to him?
So sad.
I'm pescatarian, dude. I don't even.
You're a pescatarian? Oh wow. Yeah. Lorenzo's vegan. Yeah. You're pescatarian.
Lent,
New Mexico.
Like, whatever Lent is. I'm not Catholic, but I know that during Popeyes they have fish sandwich.
I'm gonna clip the shit out of this ending here. This is hilarious. This is like
1 month every year when they reintroduce the fish sandwich. That's the month they have Popeyes.
Oh my God.
Other than that, I don't even go in there, man. I don't even start in the doorstep of Popeyes.
Hell yeah. All right, Brennan, we can lay you to rest. I'm gonna pull the plug. What was the advice? Real quick, just don't eat out. Was that it?
All right, man.
Yeah,
keep at it with your advice, dude.
Just don't eat where rats might be. Is that the?
Just don't eat out. Fucking make some goddamn food.
Make something at home. Yeah, make some fish or some vegetables in your case.
You don't get moldy water and fucking moldy. You don't get moldy water and you don't get fried rats. That's the only way to be safe.
Amen. Amen.
You know?
Did you have anything coming up, Lorenzo, that people should know about?
High key? No.
All right, excellent. Neither do I, other than Brennan and I's show this Saturday. As of this recording is in 2 days, but I think this will go out tomorrow. So this very weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, the 22nd, come out to Fat Pete's Barbecue for Laughter's in the Air. Get your tickets now on Eventbrite for buy one, get one free, half off discount for 2 tickets. And thank you again, Brennan, for joining us. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to come together.
Make sure you check out Cheers Comedy and Dream Big Venues both. And the LNC podcast. Tell your friends about all 3.
Hell yeah. The latency is real, so we didn't catch that last part, but I know it was special. Thanks, Brennan. We'll talk. You can hop on your phone and we'll talk on. Just hop on in here on your phone later, and we'll talk. But thanks, everybody. Have a good night. See you. If you're listening at night. Oh, this was something. This was.
I love it. It makes me happy inside.